It's really amazing that, we all could come together and support each other to do something really fantastic, for not just for to meet individual needs, to come together for the need that our country needs at the moment. And today we have our Home Office Minister, Parliamentary Under Secretary Seema Malhotra MP, Member of Parliament for Feltham and Heston, and our local MP, and many of us in Feltham and Heston has joined here today. So I'm going to, and also we have a fantastic line of senior nursing people have joined from different parts of NHS. So gonna give you really good insights into what's after this, and Naveen is here to outline what the program gonna look like as well. So, and as you all know, Seema is a very busy person, and without losing much time, I'm just gonna briefly, I'm going to invite Kurian Jacob, Kairali UK's General Secretary, to say a couple of words about Kairali and welcome Seema and other dignitaries to this launch event. Thank you.
Thank you, Bijoy. I'm conscious of time, so I'll make it really short. Thank you, Seema Malhotra MP, Minija, Sajan, Naveen, Bijoy, all the participants. Sorry, Harleen. Yep, all for coming tonight. This is something we wanted to do for a while, pre-training, pre-OET training. We have seen both sides. So we were like engaging with those who are working in the care sector in the UK. And we were trying to figure out what exactly is needed to help them, especially those who are with a nursing qualification. And this idea came up to give free OET training. So we were talking to the nursing community here. We were talking to the wider circle who can help with them with the OET training. And a fantastic group of volunteers have offered to help them in this situation. I don't know whether you are aware, a lot of them have been through a lot of scams, victims of like serious looting. We have seen news reports in the UK and back in India. So I believe this will be a great help for everyone who is registered. We got around 180 registered for this program, and a lot of new registration is in the queue. We are trying to accommodate all of them. Hopefully, we can accommodate them as well in the coming weeks. So just an intro about Kairali UK. If anyone asks us, what you guys do, maybe this is our answer. Like, we try to help someone who is in need. It can be in a professional level, can be in a personal level. It's not just limited to the community. We kind of open up to the wider community. And for this matter, especially, this is a need of the country at the moment, and as Bijoy said. So please feel free to have a look at the Kairali UK Facebook page. That's where we mostly update, Facebook and Insta nowadays, like more than the website. We have a wide range of activities happening in the UK, and you are all welcome to join that. At the moment, we have a Malayalam language school for those who are from Kerala, India, where we are all from. We do like student orientation programs, those who are coming to the UK as students. That is all happening in the coming weeks. We have cultural activities. Obviously, the Onam festival is happening at the moment. We have Onam programs across the UK. We have casual get-togethers, just to make sure, the community is kept intact, especially those who are coming to the country. So I'm not prolonging my speech. I would like to give my space back to Bijoy. And once again, I thank you all on behalf of Kairali UK for being here and supporting this program. Thank you very much, Bijoy.
So, without losing much time, I'm going to invite Seema Malhotra, Member of Parliament for Feltham Hempstead and the Minister and Home Office, to inaugurate our fantastic program this evening. Welcome, Seema.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bijoy. And I do want to thank you for all that you do, and for you and Nurian and everybody who's involved in bringing today about. I think the work of Kairali UK is clearly one that's having great impact, because what we can see in all of you is the tremendous contribution that's being made to our NHS and to our health and wider health and care sector, and with tremendous dedication. And in the work I've seen you do, Bijoy, and how the community is networked and coming together. The event we also had in Parliament, the Ascot event as well, is focused and dedicated to building talent, growing talent, supporting people moving on, making a greater contribution, meeting the needs of the workforce challenges that we have, and making that contribution that is also about helping build and be part of the backbone of our public services. And that's why I think recognizing that it isn't always as straightforward, that sometimes the systems that might be there to support training, sometimes it is very effective to take the leadership, as you are also showing, to bring people together, to have that peer support, because sometimes that peer support that you're giving each other can also be more trusted. And it can be the way in which you're building the networks and relationships that can be very important for reaching out, seeking advice, supporting those who might be newer and be less sure or maybe face difficult circumstances. But as you also have alluded to, those who may on the road or on the route have been subject to some sort of exploitation or lack of good working conditions or environment, and being able to reach out and find out where support is available if you are in that situation. We do recognise as well that the support that you're providing in terms of retraining is also extremely important, because I think one thing we know is that it's everybody, all adults, almost without exception, will need upskilling and retraining as technology changes, as standards may change. And certainly for our healthcare, when you hear what Wes Streeting has been saying about moving into prevention, making sure, as I've seen, Bijoy, I think just in the last few weeks, some of the work that we've been talking about, doing that through building trusted relationships being so important in the community as well as in our services, but also looking at the advantages and opportunities of new technologies to improve diagnosis and healthcare. But all of that also takes growing our skills and making sure that everybody has the opportunity to grow their skills. So I want to thank you for the vision that you have, for the work that you are doing, for the way in which the Kairali Nurses Forum is also building that network and support for nurses. But I think if I can make this final point, which I have valued very much, it is your voice and your feedback on what is working well, what could be working better, that makes a very big difference. And I would encourage you, where you have that feedback, whether that comes directly to me, and then through that I can raise with our health department, or whether you have other links through which you do that through your local members of parliament, or directly through NHS feedback routes. Please keep feeding back, because that's how we hear voice from across the system. And that's how we will make a much greater impact on the way in which we need to improve our NHS and our services, and make sure that those improvements are also with the input and the voice of all of you who are working across the system too. Thank you very much for inviting me, and I really wish this evening a wonderful success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Seema. I know, people in Feltham and Heston doesn't need any introduction or explanation about how hardworking and supportive you are to the community and the work that you do. But the people outside the constituency, we've been really happy and really proud to see that, our MP has been really supportive, particularly during the recent troubled times, the kind of community work that she has done to keep everyone together. And we wish, we could replicate the MPs like this everywhere in the UK to do this important work, and also supporting the resident-led and community-led projects like this. And thank you very much. And we continue to work with you to bring the good things from everyone out to the community's common good. And thank you, Seema. And we know that you need to rush, but that's okay. Thank you for your lovely presence.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry I do need to go, but thank you to you, to Corinne, to Naveen, and everybody involved. And I'll look forward to hearing the outcomes of tonight's event. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, thank you, Seema. So I'm just going to invite Harleen Atwal, a wonderful hardworking counselor, and also a really great supporter of community events, and a donor and supporter of a lot of voluntary efforts throughout the community by giving space, giving her time and everything. So I welcome Harleen to say a few words of remark and inspire all of us through your insightful speech.
Hi, Bijoy. Good evening. Thank you for inviting me here this evening. Just those online, I met Bijoy a few months ago when we were campaigning through the general election. And the first time I met him, we became good friends. So I'd just like to thank you for all your community work that you're doing, Bijoy, in the NHS. And once again, thank you for inviting me here this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Harleen, for your kind words. And I mean, I'm not individually doing this. This is a collective effort of a lot of people. I mean, probably in the front quite a lot, and people get to see me, but it's a hard work of a lot of people. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm going to invite Priya Rajan, the president of Kairali, to make a few remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Bijoy. Sorry, I wasn't prepared, but I just want to say a huge thanks to everyone that's been involved thus far. It has been easy, but you've all worked very hard and with so much dedication and planning. So much planning has gone into this, and I'm very excited to see the outcome of this initiative. Again, thank you so much, and good luck to everyone that's going to take part in this initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya. So next, we're gonna go to the crux of this launch event. That's Naveen, who's coordinating all the efforts to put this program and everything together, going to explain what this program is all about. Welcome, Naveen, and could you kindly explain what's this about? And we all are keen to hear from you.
Hi, Vijay. Thank you so much. Thank you. First of all, thank you, everyone, for your time, for joining us. Especially a special thank you to Seema Malhotra, MP, and Harleen for joining us today, and for all the other senior leaders and Kairali executives for joining us today. And last but not the least, the candidates who are eagerly waiting for our classes. First of all, I sincerely apologize for the big delay, because as Kurian and Bijoy said, on the background, we were working a lot just to make this happen. So it's made a bit of delay for the opening session. So I sincerely apologize for that. But hopefully we'll be able to run a successful session moving forward. So as Kurian mentioned, because we were working hand in hand with the care workers just to resolve their current issues, then we realized that a bunch of the population were nurses who were back home registered with Indian registration. So we thought of helping them with OET, which will be the best help we could do for them. And we put out an advert on a day about this free OET coaching. And initially, we were discussing that, okay, once we put in the advert, we could probably getting 30 or 50 candidates for the course. But surprisingly, in a single day, we got nearly 180 registrations, and we had to stop in 24 hours because it was more than double or triple that we actually expected. So that day itself, we realized the depth of the issue, because what the real issue is how many people are actually suffering in the UK who are back home nurses. Then the mission started. We looked for trainers. So we got our own trainers from Kairali, UK. We have so many in-house trainers who offered help to be part of this initiative. And the major achievement is we got in touch with OET UK, the official OET UK. It was Bijoy who helped us to get in touch with OET UK. Thanks again, Bijoy, for that. And they were really happy with the initiative we put forward, and they offered us help. Hopefully, they will be sending us a few materials and other supports on the coming days, which we'll, of course, share with you all. So I'm not going in further. I'm just getting through the schedule with you all. So we are actually planning to start with some orientation sessions, because we have a mix of candidates from the application form itself. We could get an idea, like some of them has already attended the OET exam in the past. Some of them are actually freshers. So that's the point we thought of actually starting with an orientation session where we actually will go through each sessions. As we all know, we have 4 modules in OET, like IELTS. So initially we'll be doing an orientation session for each of them, for reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So which will be at least 1 session for each. Then we will move on to some basic grammar sessions. As we all know, grammar is the basics for everything. So we won't be able to do an intense session, but it will be more of like a tester session. So we'll be going through the basics of grammar. Then once we finish with the orientation and grammar sessions, we are planning to move on to the detailed session where we will go through the tips and things. So that will be like at least 2 sessions each for all the modules. Then we can move on to the practice sessions where we can share you the materials we have acquired, which we can practice with, and as possible, we'll give you feedback as well. As Kurian mentioned earlier, it's the first time we all are trying with this. So we'll try our level best to be in with the limitations, and we'll try our level best to help you all. So please apologize us, because as I mentioned, it's our first time we are trying to initiate this. So we'll definitely try our level best to make things happen really well. And so once we complete with all the trainings, we'll try our level best based on the availability of the trainers as well. As I mentioned earlier, because all the trainers offer their help voluntarily, so we need to make sure that we look after our trainers well as well. So based on their availability, we'll try to make some one-to-one sessions for those who are booked their dates for the exam, because as I mentioned, it's a big group. It's actually 180 candidates on the list. So it's quite difficult to provide one-to-one mentorship for all of us. So for all of them. So we will try our level best. And hopefully, we are still waiting to hear back from the official OET UK, the sort of help they can provide for us. So if they are offering us more help, we should be able to help you in more depth once we hear back from them. And the other thing is we have quite a good list of senior nursing leadership on this meeting. I could see Sergeant Satin, who is one of the senior members on the list, and Sri Minija Joseph. Manija's face must be familiar with all of us because she's already delivering quite a lot of free Facebook sessions on the current issues, and so many professional development sessions on Facebook. And we have Siji Salim Kuti here today, and he's one of those who was there for us to help all the time, because whenever we need some help or a senior support, Siji Salim Kuti is always there to help us. So it's a big opportunity. If you have any questions regarding nursing profession in UK, or if you have any question regarding your career development, this is an opportunity to ask them, because you will get a first-hand information from them. And so it's a great opportunity. Please use it on the coming few minutes. So that's the overall crux of the course we are planning for. In a nutshell, we are planning for an orientation session, then some basic detailed sessions and tips, and then we will move on to the practice sessions and one-to-one session. As I said, we'll try to do our level best within our limitations. So that's it. Thank you, Vijay, and thank you everyone for joining us today. And all the very best for all the candidates. And I think we should go back and feedback to SEMA that we have this much candidate who successfully finished this course and who have successfully completed OET exam and waiting for their PIN. I hope in the coming next few months, we should be able to share that good news with everyone.
I do share your hope, Naveen, and hopefully, even if we get one person to get into the nursing register, that's an amazing success. I'm sure it won't stop with one, and we'll have many nurses in the coming years and months working in NHS. So here we have a fantastic line of amazing speakers who are highly sought after all over the country, and the pride of our Malayali nursing community. So here to felicitate us, and also if you have any questions, they could answer your questions as well. So I'm going to introduce the panel one by one. So I'm going to introduce Sergeant Satyan, the one and only Sergeant Satyan, who is the early deputy chief nurse from the Malayali community. And he's the most senior person working, in terms of the, role in NHS. So he's the most senior Malayali nurse leader. We've got more senior than him, but in terms of title and the role, he is the most senior one. So I welcome Sergeant Satyan to say a few words.
Thank you, Vijay. I'm not sure what you say is correct or not, but thank you for this. And Naveen, thank you. Great. Korean is a great to see that Kairali has taken this initiative. I'm not going to take up much of your time, but just wanted to say I'm here if anyone want any help at any time, and I'm happy to support in a way that I can. But just a couple of things is we know that we have a problem in this country where we have a shortage of nurses. And we know that we have got hundreds of nurses who are trained in India or working as a healthcare support workers that don't match each other. So there are system barriers in here where is stopping people from progressing or getting the NMC registration. You probably know that one of the nurses at Jimol and team have made the campaigns, and that helped us or helped the nurses to go into the nursing or help with the registration without IELTS or OET by having 1 year of experience. But this initiative, that is That is fantastic, because we know that many of the people who are working in, especially in health and social care, the managers are not willing to, or not supporting people to go through the SAFE route or SIFI route. So the OET training, Vijay, great to hear that the OET team has extended their support with this program, and then the support. We have good connections and relationship with the OET team, which Naveen, I'm sure we'll be able to get more support when we can say there are around 180 people who are registered, and I'm sure there are hundreds of people out there who doesn't know about this, and once they get to know, we will see the registrations going up as well. So I take this opportunity to wish the OET training program led by, or the initiative that is done by the Kairali UK, all the very best, and best wishes to all the candidates who are into. And before I finish, just like to say, don't give up, dream. If you dream about becoming a nurse, you can become a nurse. You will become a nurse. There is no barriers can stop you doing that. And you got the help and support available from a lot of people, and Kairali is leading the way. So thank you.
Thank you, Sachin. Thank you very much. And I forgot to mention, Sachin is the Deputy Chief Nurse in Airedale NHS Trust, and has been, in the previous few years, he's been working to remove the systemic barriers that we face at the NHS England level and national level, and many initiatives in the background. It may not see on the front line, but he's been very instrumental in changing a number of policies on the background. And thank you very much, Sachin, for everything that you do. I'm going to next introduce Minija Joseph, who doesn't need any introduction, because we all know who Minija and what the kind of support she has been giving the last 20 years to everyone in the UK. No matter which part of the UK you're from, you would see someone who has been helped by Minija in their career support in their journey. Minija has been supporting people with their interview practice and their professional support, and she has completed nearly 200 weekly lecture series in one of the Facebook groups, and this has helped not hundreds and now reaching thousands of people. So and I don't have enough words to explain the impact of this on the community. And one key remark I want to say is out of probably 300 band 8A and above nurses, at least a quarter, or so, I mean, we don't have the accurate numbers, but at least quarter of them are supported by Minija on their career journey to get where they are. So here we have Minija on the stage. So I would welcome Minija to say a few words of inspiration from your amazing career journey.
Thank you, Bijoy. I think you did say so much. I don't know if it's true or not. Anyway, everyone, good evening. I think I just want to say, first of all, thank you to Kairali UK. This is a fantastic initiative. And I'm sure about lots of people work extremely hard behind to reach this stage. And a special thanks for the executive team from Kairali UK. And at the same time, I want to talk to a few things about the candidate. I think this is a fantastic opportunity. Use it properly and wisely. Yeah. So sometimes, it's a very difficult to get through things, and we just need to dream, as Sajan mentioned. Don't give up. Okay. It probably get frustrated with lots of things, but you know that whatever is happen, you should have an aim in your life. So then you will get through. And you need to understand you are the fantastic place in the UK. You are not in the Kerala or in India. You are in the right place. You've got lots of people around. If I talk myself, I came to UK in 2000. I hardly seen a Malayali for 3 years of my life. You see, you have thousands of thousands. I'm sure about more than 40,000 nurses are here. And you will get there one day along with us as our best colleagues to work with you guys. Yeah. So just make sure you use this opportunity wisely. And if you need any help, please come to us. We have lots of senior nurses in the UK. It's not, once the most difficult thing is complete the English exam. Once you complete that, rest of them is very easy. So just concentrate, focus on this. It only takes probably 3 or 4 months. Just focus, leave rest of them outside, focus on and keep on practicing. Ask, see lots of videos, follow the instruction what the OET trainers gives, and concentrate and just get through that exam. Once you've done that, 80% of struggle is over. Yeah, and you will be lifelong going to enjoy your life in the UK. Remember that. This is a lifelong for you guys. And take it seriously. And if you need any help, outside the English exam, you want to know about the NHS, you want to know about the clinical practice, you want to know about how the job roles are here, what the scope of practice in the UK, please come back to us. We're most welcome to do any session. If you want to one-to-one basis or a group of teams, we're happy to do this monthly base and a regular session for you guys. We have no problem. We'll make time for you guys. That's what all about us. Yeah. So you please concentrate the English exam, the most important thing. That I cannot do anything, unfortunately. You have to do yourself, yeah? I can only keep on telling you to please do this, please do that, okay? Please concentrate on that. And I'm sure about Siji is here, Bijoy is here, Sajan is here. I'm sure about Ajimol is joining soon. We're all very happy to help you. And we are very good people, yeah? We don't bite you, we'll help you. Please come to us. We'll definitely help you, whatever you want. We want you to join us. We have lots of shortage of nurses in the UK. We don't want to bring lots of international nurses across to UK now. We want you to come to us in our register. Then we need to, continue support other colleagues also. It's not just alone you guys, yeah? Please make sure you hold your colleagues along with you, whoever is struggling, because we don't know. Because you might know more people, bring them along with you, and we all work together to achieve this good goal, and we support the people in this country and give the fantastic quality patient care to our own patients in this country. Yeah, wish you all the best. Same time, a huge thank you to Kairali UK organizing this fantastic initiation. Thank you from me.
Thank you, Minija. Minija is the lead nurse at King's Theatres, and she is managing 300 plus staff members and controlling the whole theatres at King's College Hospital, which is one of the best hospitals in the whole of UK. And thank you, Minija, for your insightful speech and inspiring words. So now I'm going to move on to Dr. Ajimol Pradeep, who came from a tiny village in Kottayam, gone through a really great academic journey to achieve her PhD. And also along the journey, she's a community activist, a researcher, and a fantastic human being, and also awarded the British Empire Medal several years ago for her outstanding community work. And she was also instrumental in setting up the SIFI pathway, now paving way for thousands of people to get the English language competency test. And so I welcome Dr. Ajimol Pradeep to give a little words of inspiration to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Bijoy. Good evening, everyone. Bijoy, thank you for your kind words. I think we all are together in this journey, and I just want to say a special thanks to Kairali or the executive committee for organizing this. As Miniji and Sajan said, this is just one part of the journey, and there is a long way for us to go together. And I think English exam is just one part of this nursing journey. So please don't get stuck thinking that if I can tick off the box of the English journey, you become a perfect nurse, or, like your journey is fulfilled. But this is one beginning of your journey. So if you are preparing and if you are getting the support from the Kairali team, please use that wisely, as Minji said. The other aspect I want to just reflect on is just when we are thinking about the 4 domains, the speaking, reading, writing, and listening, remember, you all been taught and examined in English. So your writing and reading skills, no one is going to challenge that. But for the speaking and the listening skills, sadly, none of us came to the UK being influenced with the English speaking language skills. So we all learned our language skills as we came to the UK, following, speaking to the people, work, answering phone calls, because we all had initially troubles understanding the language, understanding the accents, but we all kind of tried our best to understand slangs of whatever the area you are living in. So just sitting in an OET sessions or speaking to an examiner or speaking to a lecturer doesn't fulfill your English language quality or the awareness. What one thing I have seen from many is that speaking to your own kids, because they are the good teachers. Speak to them in English language when you can. Other thing is watch English channels. I'm not saying to watch anything different, but watch news channels, debates, because that's where you're going to get more and more quality words. So learn that, because I'm still learning every day. Like when I hear something which I don't know, I just then quickly, we have got a Google guru with us now. So just Google it. What does it mean? Then when you write next time, use that terminology. This is how you will be able to build up your English language skills as well. Because as I said, because I studied in Malayalam language, Malayalam medium. So I didn't came to the UK knowing all the English language. So, but this country will provide you all the opportunities if you can show your willingness. I'm not saying getting through an English language test is an easy task, but there are some areas where we have to put extra effort in it. As we're talking about the OET language test, at the same time, I would like to just reiterate, if you're working in the nursing under nurse managers, and if you've been here for over 12 months, remember the aspect of the CFI pathway as well. So you can always approach the senior leaders. I know there are some restrictions or some hesitancy of uptaking the CFI pathway in under some employers, but don't give up. You can still knock different doors and see what else can you do. Because I know some nurses who did 12 attempts of OET, not to discourage anyone, and they kept losing 0.5 scores. Also remember, the NMC have reviewed the language test requirement. So that means instead of 6 months, you have got 12 months to club the scores. So make use of every opportunities wherever you can to regain your professional identity. And as the previous guest said, if there is anything you are worried about, like you can reach out to us. We are happy to help you in any way we can, because we all are in the same boat. Like none of us are expert than you. We are learning from each other. So if there is something you are not sure about, one of us may be able to guide you in the right direction or signpost you into the right person. So wishing you all the very best. And as I said, we are not taking this very lightly, because we know this is a hard core and this is the hard journey what you all are going through, but we are hopeful that one day we will see you all shining like stars as registered nurses with the NMC UK pin holders. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you, Ajimol. So Ajimol is National Program Coordinator for Organ Donation, and also she works in King's as a lead organ transplant coordinator. So thank you, Ajimol, for your insightful speech. And the next, last but not least, so we've got 4 countries in the UK, and for the last 500 years, Wales has been an integrated part of the UK. And Wales is famous for 2 things. One is the dragon from Wales and Siji Salimkuti. So in Malayali nursing field, Siji's name is synonymous to Wales. He's working very closely with the Welsh government to support the Welsh government with the nurse recruitment, and also he has been instrumental in getting the support to the nurses and removing some systemic barriers to the Welsh nurses. And he has been a lead ACP for many years and a visiting lecturer in the Cardiff University. So there's many more titles that he holds, including the president of the Cardiff Malayali Association and an avid cricket player. So many titles. So I welcome Siji Salimkuti to say a few words.
Thank you, Bijoy. Thank you, Sajan, Minija, Kurian, Priya. I really want to say a few words to Kairali UK. The social commitment you guys are doing for the last 2 years is unbelievable. You're doing so many elements of social commitment, and this is the best part I like when you Kurian called me last couple of weeks back regarding this OET training. I was so happy. I said I was sick. I'm on sick leave anyway, so I said I'll be there definitely. So really well done, you guys. Kairali UK, all the national team, and Bijoy, Naveen, whoever behind this team is one of the best thing you've done for the OET, for the carers who are working in the UK. Is one of the best thing you've done in your life. Really appreciate first. Second thing, the tutors or volunteer tutor, OET tutor who come forward for this program, really thank you. We really appreciate your courtesy and your what I'm saying, volunteer work. I'm really thankful to you as well. And for the candidates, I'm closely working with NSS Wales government for the recruiting through the NORCA in the last 2 years. So I have been getting called people from carers in Wales and UK because they don't have OET. Some of the people not signing SIFI pathway, as Ajimol mentioned. So we having good talk with Ajimol as well to the health minister of Wales as well. So we are opening some pathways soon. So really important if you could try this OET platform use perfectly good for you guys this time, because 3 things. When you as a carer working in the wherever you working, care or NHS or nursing home, by doing this coaching, you will develop the confidence to speak to other people, speak to patients and doctors. That's the first thing. Second thing, you are going to give a better patient care, definitely from today. You are giving nice care. What I'm saying is when the language barrier is much better, you will give so many better patient care as well. So, and NMC requirement is the main thing, OET pass. So really wonderful step. You guys coming, 180 people coming today to do the attendance section. So really, we all here to help you. We all, our, Binija, Bijoy, and Ajimol and Sajan, we always think about climb. When we lift as you climb. When you climb, you have to lift all the people. That's our motto. That's our main passion. So we all here to help you anytime. And thank you again for Kairali team to be invite me for this section. And well done and best of luck for all the candidates. Thank you.
Thank you very much, CG, and thank you for all the wonderful work that you are doing to support nurses and your kind words. So this is, the most important part of this program is the candidates who